Travis listed off your accolades at the very beginning, and we were talking again, shutout leader and all these great stats that you have, even through pro hockey, and all the places that you played. Do you find it a little hard to believe that, not to say that the East Coast isn't a good hockey league, it's a very good hockey league, but the fact that, the American Hockey League hasn't been clamoring to get a guy like you, is that frustrating?
I would say it's frustrating. There's probably, reasons to it, like being only 6'1", not being like the tallest of guys out there anymore. Like I think like this year I'll be at camp in Jersey and I think I'll be the shortest guy by 3 or 4 inches. But yeah, it's I always tried to put my best foot forward wherever I was. And, every time I've been up to the AHL, I feel like I've done that. I think I've have like a career 920 or something in the 12 or 10 games I've played in the AHL.
Most teams would kill for a goaltender with stats like that.
Yeah, it's obviously a small sample size and situational, but yeah, obviously biting at the chomp for an opportunity, as always. I've kind of grown into like that older guy, like mentor role now, which is kind of why I'm back in Utica. I would say, they have a lot of young prospects in their pipeline. So like they want someone, kind of like me to be around. And then like if need be, like they know I can play. Like last year was kind of similar. Like every time I went up, like I think I was up for 90 days up in Utica and I got 4 starts and won all 4 of them. Had a good season in that regard. But yeah, definitely something I want to do, that's the fun thing about goalie though, is like, there's guys that break out in the NHL at 30, 31.
Hmm.
Not saying that that's in the ballpark for me, but like, you never, an injury or, like a good opportunity pops up. Goalie's one of those things where it's really opportunistic, right? So
Correct me if I'm wrong. Well, the most famous of all the Brodeur is Mike Brodeur. He broke in with the Senators at 30, did he not?
I have no clue.
Is he related, Michael Brodeur?
No, he's not. He's not related.
Oh, I remember he came in 08, 09. He had that nasty Vaughn V3 setup and came in with the Senators.
I want to run this past you, and we've talked about this on the show before. But the days of when your old man played, when he was playing 65 plus games and playing every single game in the playoffs, those games are done. Those years are done. Goaltenders, if you want to get into the playoffs, 50 is even stretching it a little bit. I don't think we're too far away from seeing NHL teams, most pro teams, carrying 3 goaltenders on their roster and having maybe 2 of them on the bench, or having them in a rotation where your starter maybe starts 40 games and the other 2 take 20 each. Is that something that, especially with the amount of goaltenders, like you said, all these prospects coming up, there are so many goaltenders these days. Is it a crazy idea? Is it something that you'd want to see?
Obviously would love to see it. That just gives everyone else an extra job in our line of work. But I think that's why they're implementing that e-bug rule, like that fully salaried e-bug guy that can be around at all times type of thing.
Like the guy that sits in the top and can be available for both teams?
No, so I think starting the 26-27 season, I don't know if you saw that it was on like the internet probably about 2 months ago, maybe.
Yeah, they're getting 100,000 a year to be a full-time.
80 to 150,000 a year, whatever it is. Each team you've got, he's hired, like, you're there every single day for practice. Like you travel on the road with the team. Everyone has their own, and he's like the e-bug for your team. But that's kind of where they're going with it. I think they're kind of grabbing like college guys and stuff because like I think like they have qualifications where you can't have played X amount of pro games or whatever. But like if there's a college guy that doesn't want to sign in the ECHL, so you could like go see NHL shots for a year or 2, and then try to get developed that way as an e-bug type of thing.
Interesting. And you could speak to this more than we could playing over in England, but to me it kind of sounds like the way they recruit players at, as early as 12, 13, 14, just kind of having them sit in the sidelines like, hey, you're our property, but you're not quite pro yet.
Yeah, it must be. It's a very new idea. It doesn't come along, so I'm sure they're going to have more details about it over the next year or maybe next summer or whatever it is. But that's kind of like how I think they're going to attack that, right? Is just to have an extra guy. So like if guys need days off, like your starters that are playing 50, 60, your Hellebucks or whatever, like they don't have to practice because they're going to have another real goalie there.
Hey, more hockey content. It's might be old, it might be new, it might be a full episode, it might be a half episode, but you can click these boxes because who doesn't like clicking boxes?